Be mindful of these spiritual practitioners that you see online who travel around and go to these countries outside of the United States, having ceremonies, receiving initiations, and getting all of these statues. And then they come online and say that they're selling the items or giving the items away. And they'll tell you this excuse like, oh, I'm just not energetically connected to these items no more. Or, oh, these items have served all the purpose that they need to serve for me on my spiritual journey. And I would just like to pass them along to somebody else on their spiritual journey that I know can be helped by these items. They're lying to you and they're setting your ass up. They are selling you spirits that they cannot, number one, control, number two, contain, or number three, really not supposed to have. And they're selling it to you to get it off their back. When you receive spirits, energies, entities in ceremony or from an elder, you cannot just throw it away when you don't want it anymore. And that's why I tell you guys, be very mindful of initiating into African traditional religions or receiving energies from elders, because if you're not supposed to have that energy, it's gonna wreak havoc in your life. If you're not taught how to work with the energy, it's gonna wreak havoc in your life. Some get the spirits assigned to different body parts. Some of them get the spirits placed in their head. But a majority of them get the energies placed inside of a statue. Most times it's a wooden carving. You'll see nails banged into it. It'll have blood stains and all this other stuff. And when they get back home, they realize that these energies, these spirits, these entities that they have are wreaking havoc in their life. They're not supposed to have them, because there is a proper way to get these spirits away from you, and they don't have the proper person to tell them how. They end up being stuck with these energies, and the only way that they can remove it from their life without the proper removal technique, they then have to give it to somebody who wants it. They can't force you to take it, but they can make it sound extremely appeasing. And because they're already on demon time, instead of just coming online and saying, hey, who wants this? You can have it freely. They come on and they try to sell it to you because they're money hungry and they're nasty. So not only are they giving you something that they don't want, but they're taking your money at the same time. That's why it's very important to be mindful. There are proper ways to remove these spiritual pacts, and it has to be done through divination. That's why when you have elders, they'll say to you, if you don't want this no more, whether it's your Alekis that they bless, whether it's an energy that they've given you in a Sopera, whether it's an energy that they've given you assigned to a statue, they're going to say to you, when you don't want this anymore, bring this back to me. But so many people are getting energies from out of the United States. They can't travel back to those places to give back those energies. And they can't throw them in the garbage, so they'll give them to you or sell them to you, only to then have those energies wreak havoc on your life. Half of y'all don't even know that spirits are living in these statues. They're coming online and they're telling you, oh, these are special things that I acquired from Haiti, from Africa. Y'all gonna end up stuck with something that's gonna ruin your life. Don't be so anxious to get spirits. Don't be so anxious to go out and obtain entities and energies. First of all, you already have spirits assigned to you. You have a spirit court. A lot of y'all have mortals that walk with you. And when I say mortals, I don't mean the ones that are hindering you. I mean the mortals that are actually helping you, that are helping you with your self-confidence, that are helping you with business ideas, that are helping you with your anger or to control your spending. You know, because a lot of us have ancestral mortals that passed and want to continue to help their own lineage, so they come to the new generations and they walk with you to guard you and to guide you. You have the Most High, and the Most High has assigned a numerous amount of angels at your beck and call that you can call on and ask for assistance. You do not have to run out and make these spiritual pacts, because in hindsight, some of y'all are going to these places and you are making spiritual pacts with demons and you don't even know it. Secondly, a lot of you don't even really know that you're walking straight into the lion's den. What do I mean by that? Remember, our own skin folk is who sold us into slavery. Remember that. So when you're going to these countries outside of the United States, when you're going back to Africa especially, be mindful, because you could be potentially walking into the tribal lineage of an